Sagittarius, welcome to your energy blueprint reading here on the Astroflower. We're going to be going into your chakras and your auras. First things first, I'd like to thank you very much for the support for this channel. We're nearly up to 1,000 subscribers. Therefore, we're going to start doing lives where you can ask questions and we can answer them through the tarots and also your chakras and your auras and the intuition. Why not? It's going to be such good fun. So thank you for all that support. What we do need your support in now is actually time watch. So basically watching this reading from the beginning right to the end. That would really help us out. Okay, there's loads of links in the description below to the tarot reading that comes up after this and all the energy masterclasses that we do. Thank you very much for your support. Let's get straight into your chakras. So there's been major changes. If you've been following this channel over the past sort of like 3 months, even when I did readings back in October to do with the eclipses, which talked about this time as well. And we did it in the yearly reading as well. We talked about this time as well. It is funny February. Amazing things are going on at the moment. Let's just see what's going in on your root chakra. Okay, so there's a lot of there's a little bit of insecurity on the foundations on your relationship side at the moment. I think that's because you're moving from one place to another. And when you move from one place to another, there is a sense of unknowing. And that's what it feels like, because the new place you're moving into, and this is the new paradigm, this is the new way of being, I think it's wondering how the rules are within this new energy that's coming through. On your right hand side though, on your left hand side though, it's very concise, very precise. So within the material world, it seems like you've got a good base. You know what you want. You know the foundation of who you are in regards to what you do in the way of sort of work and etc. in your workplace. That seems to be very fundamentally in place, very solid. Let's just see what's going on your sacrum. So there is a slight disconnection, which we probably saw last week, but it's not that bad actually. It's pretty in an equal position, but there is a case here of a lot more concentrating on the fundamentals or the material side of life, the actions that we do, the putting one thing in front of the other, sort of like getting things done rather than play. But it's really minimum between the two. And I think this has to do with the crown chakra. We'll see that at the end. And that's going to be, I'll tell you what, there's been some amazing things in the crown chakra. Let's just see what's going on your third eye and your throat chakra. It reflects basically your sacrum. And it does reflect it perfectly. Seems to be a very clear thinking at the moment for you. Very obvious thinking. I should be doing this. There's no discussions about it. I know what I should be doing. And it's allowing you to communicate that clearly to other people around you. Let's just see what's going on in your solar plexus. So this is that fusing that we've been talking about for weeks. This is it. I think this is the realization for you this week. And I think it comes more at the end of the week rather than at the beginning of the week. This realization of being part of a new vibration. And this new vibration means that our understanding of reality around us is completely different to what it was in the past. All of a sudden, the normal human interaction, world, matrix and what have you, will just not really make that much more sense anymore. And you'll be looking at things kind of going, that doesn't mean anything to me. I don't understand what's going on. I'm heading off down there because that's where we should be. And regardless of what sort of like power bodies say, or people governance say, or big business or that sort of thing said, you're just going off. It's kind of going, yeah, whatever, ciao, bye sort of scenario. And you're leading with this light that's coming from within you, which is absolutely blistering. Let's just see what's going on the heart chakra here. There is a lot of there is a lot of desire for socialization. I think socializing. Sorry, so I say socialization. Where did that come from? Socializing. I think here is your engagement in the world around you is kind of on a very much one-to-one basis. So it's meeting people. It's really engaging with the world around you, which I think you're going to really enjoy. It's gonna feed that heart energy, that desire to live in a better world, to provide a better world for our kids, or to provide a better world for our parents or our grandparents. You know, so the whole, every generation is interconnected, where we're all working together, and this sort of comes out in that desire within your heart through your social networking, basically. And I'm not talking about electrical social networking. I'm talking about physical social networking with other people here. Getting out there and getting involved, I think, is really important for you. Let's just see what's going on in your crown chakra. Okay, this is that buzzy electric energy that's like fireworks. It's really kicking off at the moment. In most people, you know, I talked about the fusing of the heart and the solar plexus in the past, and I did a energy masterclass on it. But here, this week round, there seems to be like an igniting of the crown chakra, igniting of the consciousness, and how we imply it with everything that is around us in a very, very joyous sense. A really, really joyous sense. It's almost like a kid that's been given the keys to the toy shop and just kind of go and play with everything. Let's just explore. Let's examine. Let's really try things out. That's what's sort of coming through you at the moment, coming out of your crown chakra. And I think that's feeding the heart, and that real sort of following that light that is within you, that raison d'etre, that righteous path that is almost like kind of saying, this is what I should be doing. This is fantastic. No, I'm not going to do that job there. I don't like that job. I don't like that way of which we set up this world. This is this new way of doing things, and this is how I'm going to do it. It's going to be interesting to see how that sort of flows out within your tarot reading as well. Let's just see. Okay, so yes, you've got pretty much. I've only seen the other sign was Aquarius, but here is you've pretty much got. I think it's, as I said, I think it's going to play out at the end of the week. But here it's got these two new layers of your aura that seems to be pretty much in place. And it's as if like the energy is kind of going, okay, are you ready, Sagittarius? And you're on. And you'll synchronize your energy with just a realization and kind of going, oh, so this is the world. Wow. We can do a lot of things with it. It might be a case that people start seeing auras. I know when I started seeing auras when I was younger. I used to see them when I was a kid, actually. But then, you know, between those sort of ages of sort of 11, 12, up to around about sort of 16, it all got a bit convoluted with lots of other things, obviously with testosterone and you know, sort of puberty, basically, within my world. And then when I started 16, that's when I started doing my first healings, when I was sort of 16, 17. And that was amazing. And then these auras started coming out, and it snowballed into the rest. And maybe that's what's happening for you, Sag. It'd be really nice if it did, because it makes life a lot easier when you can see auras. All of a sudden, you don't get involved in things. You know, I could get involved in things that I could make millions, but it's not the right thing to do. You know, and money is not the most important thing. It's this respectful sort of place that we have within the world and society. And I think you're going to really enjoy that sort of position. Okay, let's just see if there's anything going else on your aura. Okay, so we've also got this changing in the upper section of the aura, which is almost making one of the layers porous. So it's allowing a lot more energy in, a little bit like the ozone. Now, the ozone we know is gets reduced and it sort of opens and closes. So it's like a breathing of the world. It's not us that's making it breathe, by the way. You know, that's done by the effects of the sun and the charged particles that interact with the atmosphere of the Earth, which makes the ozone open and close. It creates the ozone, and there's also other particles that make it depleted. And it's the sun that has complete and utter control over that. Yeah, we have a slight of effect on with the gases that we make, but generally it's the sun that actually does it. And we got a similar thing going on in your aura. It means you're opening up to new sort of vibrations coming in from the world around us. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, Sagittarius, thank you very much for being here right up to the end. Don't forget, we will be having those lives coming up. You do have a link in the description below to your tarot reading and also to the energy masterclasses. Thank you very much for all your support, Sagittarius. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.